The last time she was in her house, a lot of y'all were on the line with me. But the last time she was in her house and she was okay, she just didn't come to the door. I think she didn't hear them. But this time, I don't know. She asked me how I seen her. And I was like, no. But I usually don't see her. So, I don't know. I might stop and knock again when I come around again. But I usually don't see her. So I don't know. I think she's okay. It's just that I think when the neighbor next door doesn't see her, like when she's coming and going for work, then she gets a little, not worried, but concerned. So she gets concerned with where she is or have I seen her and have any of the other neighbors seen her. But she doesn't sit on the porch that much. She usually sits on the porch. She doesn't sit on the porch because it's kind of chilly now. So, when it's really hot outside or when it's really cold, a lot of time elderly people don't sit on the porch because it's too hot or it's too cold to be sitting on the porch. It's too hot and it's too cold to be sitting on the porch. So I don't blame her. But she gets around real good. I just think that she's taking a nap. I just think she's taking a nap. So I talked to her for a second. I talked to the lady who lives actually directly across the street from her. And she said that she thinks that she's okay. She asked her husband to check on her. But I think that they've changed work shifts. So she changed work shifts. Her husband is on the same shift and they haven't seen the little lady. But I told her I think it's just because it's cold. It's cold. It's not bad cold, but it is cold. And again, people don't, they don't like sitting outside. They don't like coming to the porch too much when it's cold. So I'm going to go knock while we're walking and talking. I'm going to walk over there and knock unless I see her outside. So hopefully she'll be outside because it's cold today, but it's not bad cold. It's not bad cold. It's like about 40. It's about 40 degrees. I don't see her. So maybe by the time I get up there, I see her son's car though. So I don't know. I think the neighbor that lives directly across from her is she and her husband get really, really concerned. But meanwhile, we're going to keep on walking. We're going to keep on walking and talking. And again, if you cannot walk and talk, just walk. We can hear it when it's uncomfortable for you. So just walk. Just walk. Okay, y'all. We're going to see. I just asked this other lady right here, has she seen the neighbor? And she said she saw her earlier today, so I'm not going to knock. This lady's out here with her dog, and she said that she saw her earlier, so I told her the ones across the street said that they haven't seen her, but she saw her earlier today. She went to the mailbox, so that's a good thing. She walked to the mailbox. She walked to the mailbox. So I don't have to go and knock because she's not going to feel like getting up. She's not going to feel like getting up and coming to the door. She's probably not going to come to the door, and I don't blame her. So we're just going to keep walking, y'all. We're going to keep walking and talking. And again, as I said before, hitting the wrong thing. Make sure that you contact your primary health care provider. The internet doesn't just, well, sometimes they do, online colleges, but I'm saying social media doesn't just give out certificates, registrations, licenses, okay? So we have to protect our registrations, certifications, and licensures by making these personalized, professional disclaimers, right? We do not, over here in Lions Pride, medically, professionally, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate anyone. We don't. We just drop nuggets over here. We drop nuggets. Little health tips that work for us or people we know, people we've helped, people we've trained, people we've taught, and things like that. We drop those nuggets, and you guys sometimes come through in the chat and drop nuggets. We share those nuggets. But anything that you see or hear me do or discuss or talk about over here, make sure you research it. Because social media, again, does not give us any licenses, registrations, certifications, education like that, formal education, okay? There are a lot of doctors, nurses, fitness coaches, trainers, therapists online. A lot of them. And some of them go into more detail. But because I know all the ramifications that can come from that, when people do things that you talk about or you share on social media and those things don't work for them, those people will say, you told them to do that. And then next thing you know, they're starting to say, hey, is your reason, you're the reason they hurt this. You're the reason they hurt that. So just be aware of that. When you have professional, clinical training, registrations, licenses to protect, be aware of that. Be aware of that. Because some people don't have that to protect. They get on here and do disclaimers, but those disclaimers are just as empty as some of the information that they put out. What are they protecting? They're not licensed, they're not trained, they're not registered. So for those of us who are, please do not do anything over here that I do or say, which I try to keep it to a minimum, without contacting your primary healthcare provider. Be that you're a medical doctor, you're a nurse practitioner, you're a physician's assistant. If you've had injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, your specialty doctors, your fitness coach even, your weight training coach, okay? Your resistance training coach. Just the person at the local gym who helps you out. Let them know. Let them know. So they will know what's appropriate for you and what's not. And always listen to what your body is telling you. You want to work your body, but make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. You don't want to do that. You also want to trick your body, right? When you hit a plateau and it seems like the weight isn't coming off as quickly as you would like, if that's your goal, it seems like you're not getting as toned as you would like to be, switch it up. Switch it up, okay? Switch it up. Just like you like to do new things and try new things, your body likes trying and doing new things, okay? Your body likes trying and doing new things. Move those joints, move those muscles. Make sure that you stretch before starting your workout. Stretch after your workout. If you need to, stretch in between. Anywhere in between. Remember, I think of exercising. When I think of that, I think of the word radar. Starts with R, ends with R. Starts with stretching, ends with stretching. Right? You want to move. Keep moving. Been saying it for 2 years. Keep moving. Keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. Move. Movement creates more synovial fluid to help lubricate those joints, right? creates more synovial fluid. Even for those who have joint issues, the more synovial fluid that you can create naturally through movement, the better your joints will feel. But you do have to be mindful and you do have to be aware that you need to contact your primary health care provider to know at what intensity and what degree is safe for you to move those joints, to work out, to prevent stiffness, okay? To prevent stiffness. And get some resistance training in. Get some weight resistance training in there a couple of days a week at least. The more toned you are, the toner you are, the stronger you are, the longer you will be able to partake in cardiovascular aerobic activity. Cardiovascular / aerobic activity. And again, there are a lot of licensed people on the internet. Some of them will go into great detail. Some of them don't. Over here in Lions Pride, we don't. We just drop nuggets. And we talk about some things, but we don't go into great depth. We don't go into great depth. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Shawanda. Hey. You counting down, Shawanda? You counting down? Thank you for that thumbs up. We don't go into great depth because we don't professionally, medically, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate, right? We just want you guys to get up and move. Keep moving. Be consistent about moving for at least 30 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. There's nothing wrong with doing 7 days a week. But sometimes people just don't have the time to do that, or sometimes they just don't want to do that. So just strive for 5. Strive for 5. That way, if you miss a day or two, you've done 3 or 4 days. You've done 3 or 4 days. Hey, Catherine, thank you. Hello. That way you've done 3 or 4 days. And people like to say that your health is your wealth, right? Well, guess what? Not only is your health your wealth, your health and fitness are your wealth. Your numbers can be great, but do you take those flight of stairs? And if you do, how do you feel when you're done? Whether you're going up or down. When you go to the grocery store, do you tend to park as close as you can so that you don't have to walk? So those numbers, and you may be generally healthy, especially if you're younger, but what is your fitness level? So a lot of times when I say walk and talk, because if you can walk and you can talk, that shows your degree of fitness. Now listen, some people don't like to talk, and that's okay, because the most important part is the walking. That is the key component. Keep moving. Move those feet, move those legs consistently, and be persistent about it. Consistently and be persistent about it, okay? And move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. Make sure you're moving those legs. Make sure that when you put me on 2 times speed, that my legs are going like that. This is okay. This is okay for starters, for beginners, or if you're like me, you work out every day. So you've already gotten that elliptical in, that bicycle in. So when you come on here, you just want to stroll, right? You just want to stroll. But if this is all you're doing in a day's time, this is your cardiovascular / aerobic activity, walk with a purpose, okay? Put some pep in that step. Walk with a purpose. You'll notice that when you catch a cold or something like that, you'll feel better because you want to move. You want to sweat it off. You want to move. You get your body accustomed to moving. When you're not feeling so well, for most people, for many people, I say many people, if they have a habit of moving consistently, they tend to start better a little bit sooner. They'll notice that. Even more so at the age that they are now probably than they were before. So when you're younger, you're not really paying attention because you kind of bounce back. As you get more into your late 30s, maybe 40s, you're like, oh, this nagging cold, or this, that, or that. What do you do every day? Do you just sit down? Hey, Arisby, welcome to the chat. You, Catherine, and Shawanda. Do you just sit down? So you catch a cold, right? And you realize, oh, it takes longer to get over the colds. Now, that could be a lot of things. It could be a cold virus that your body has never seen, okay? Because there are so many cold viruses, right? Or it could be one that you have seen. It could be that, think about it. If you're a couch potato, you don't really move around a lot. then your body's not moving a lot. It's not working. So when that cold bug comes and bothers you, if you're gonna slump around like you do all the time anyway, guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna slump around too. It's gonna slump around too. So try your best to get up, move, get that cold. If it's a chest cold, especially you feel it in your chest and your back, move. Get to moving. Move that cold up and out, okay? Try to move that cold up and out of you. It's that time of the year. For those who believe in vaccinations, if you've gotten your flu vaccine, good for you. If you don't believe in it, there are a lot of natural things you can do. A lot of you have things right there in your kitchen cabinet that you can use. You got lemon, you got lime, you got cinnamon, you got honey. You got some things that you can kind of mix up together, make you some lemon, chamomile tea, ginger tea, something like that. Help soothe that throat. Get that Vicks Vapor Rub, that old school remedy, right? Put it up under that nose, put it slightly in your nostrils. You could even get the saline solution and spray it in your nostrils. I know it's so funny when people say that they don't like to do stuff, but listen, if it's gonna help that cold clear up, get that saline solution and squirt it in your nose, okay? Get that vaporizer. Put that vapor rub in the little holder part of it. Plug that joker up. If it don't start right up, drop a little bit of salt in it, okay? Drop a little bit of salt. Come on, Lions Proud, move around. Exactly, move around. And it may not even, if the cold, look, only God knows how long the cold is gonna last, right? But a lot of times people can testify and be a witness to the fact that when they move around, that's a part of them fighting that cold. Seems like those colds clear on up a little bit quicker. They clear up a little bit quicker. Hi, Riley X. How are you, Riley? Welcome into the chat. Those colds clear up a little bit quicker. Now, sometimes you just got to go to the doctor, right? Sometimes it's a cold bug that's out there, it's rough, and you just got to go to the doctor. It is what it is. But as soon as you feel it coming on, try your best to go into that kitchen, because it could be at night. You may not be able to run to Walmart, Walgreens, wherever, Target. Go in there and get that lemon juice, that apple cider vinegar, that cinnamon, honey, lemon, lime. Mix it up. It's Riley and that. Oh, you changed your name? Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times people change their names. I hope you've been doing well. Mix it up. Take a good big heaping teaspoon of it. Get that Vicks Vapor Rub. Again, mix it with some petroleum, because it's gonna burn, y'all. You don't want it to burn. Put it under your nostrils, that little area between your nostrils and your lip. Put it on your chest, put it on your back, put it on the soles of your feet. Put some socks on, put it on your soles of your hand, put some gloves on, and bring that cold out of there, okay? You too, Riley. Have a great day. Who is it today? Is it Riley or is it Mal? Whichever one it is, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, Eris B, Shawanda, Riley, Eris B, Sharonda, and Catherine with friends. Okay, Catherine, I didn't see that. I appreciate you. Catherine says, gonna leave you running. Thank you so much, Catherine. Hi, San Jose Maid. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you coming in with the big pink hand saying hello. We're just talking about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Saturday situations. And thank you guys to the 5 people that gave me a thumbs up. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all. Look, we try to talk about adult stuff over here. We try to talk about, I'm a shorts channel for real, okay? I'm a shorts channel. I'm not really a video, like I don't do a lot of videos. I'm participating in the Vlogmas, but I don't do a lot of videos. I like to come live. And I used to be a gaming channel, right? So a lot of times young kids come through here. So I love the respect that most of the young kids have that come through here. And I love the fact that the adults respect them. Okay? What I don't like is a lot of mess and a lot of drama. And I'm telling you, if I feel like that's what you do, that you want, I'll get you up out of here. Y'all know what I say, don't let bother people bother you. Right? You know, don't let bother people bother you. I like watching different content creators like Eris B is in the chat. Y'all please check out Eris B. I like watching other people do commentary on other people. I like watching do-it-yourself channels. I like watching couples channels. I like watching things that young people do. I like watching political stuff. I like watching a lot of stuff. But I don't honestly like a big chat because it seems like the bigger the chat is, the messier it gets. You know, now sometimes there's like about 10, 12 people come in and y'all are on one page. That's cool, that's good. But sometimes people will come in and try to change you, try to change your channel. And I'm like, you got a channel of your own. Go and, you know, function and operate your channel the way that you would like. You know, don't do that. When y'all are out here on these social media platforms, listen, what's the best option in the world? Scroll. Thank you, Eris B. Eris B says, welcome to the live. Listen and learn the live, and please come back. I'm so exhausted. I'm going to take a quick nap. Eris B, you're exhausted? Yeah, I understand. Girl, get you some sleep, because that's what we're talking about. That's how you fight these issues, these colds and these little bugs and stuff. You got to make sure you're getting enough water. You got to make sure you're getting enough rest, getting enough sleep. You know, rest and sleep go hand in hand, but they aren't necessarily the same thing. You can get rest, but you need to make sure that your body is getting enough sleep as well, right? You need to make sure sleep is a part of the rest, of course. Sleep and rest go hand in hand. But a lot of times, a person who's a couch potato is getting rest, right? Right? So you got to get your rest. You got to get a sufficient amount of rest. But you also got to get in a lot of movement. As much as you can, as much as you physically can, okay? Everyone knows their fitness level. And again, always contact your primary healthcare provider, right? What did I say? Your medical doctor, your CRNP, your certified registered nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your dietitian, your nutritionist, your specialty doctors, your therapist, your occupational therapist, your physical therapist, your mental health therapist, your psychologist, your psychiatrist. They form a team around you, okay? That's your healthcare team. So listen to them, communicate with them, be as open as possible, and hopefully they will be as open as possible with you. And strive for health, wealth, fitness. Your fitness and your health, they're your wealth, okay? They're your wealth. So strive for those things. Strive for those things. And don't let people bother you, because when you do that, you allow them to take away from your mental fitness. You allow them to take away from your mental health and your mental wealth, your mental stability. You allow them to take away from your mental stability. So, you know, that's why I say over here, we're not hypocrites. We all like what we like. But what I want you guys to do when you come over here is just get along with each other. And if you don't even have to get along with each other. Getting along with each other is just being cordial and polite in the chat. I see so many chats where people don't like each other, and then the chat turns into a whole out war. We don't like to do that over here. Because as I always say, some of y'all don't get along with not y'all in general, per se, but in general, don't get along with your spouse, your kids, your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your friends, your co-workers, and you'll walk right by them every day, sometimes in the same house, and won't say a word. But when you don't get along with somebody on social media, it's like, you just can't resist saying something to each other. Throwing subliminals, throwing cheap shots. Well, all you got to do is just ignore each other. All you got to do is just ignore each other. So yes, we like commentary, we like a little drama, we like laughter, it's just like in different types of movies, different genres of movies. But I really, really like the family channels. I really, really like the people who travel channels, right? I like cooking channels. So it's so much to like on here. It's so much to enjoy. So come on here to have fun. Come on here to get away, to get a break from the monotony of your day-to-day jobs or routine. So when you come on any social media platform, you know, unless you just like a lot of the negative stuff, try to look for some good things. Try to look for some good things. Things that'll keep you happy. Things that'll make you feel good. Now, again, sometimes we do watch a little drama. I ain't gonna lie to you, I watch the drama. And I don't like it when it goes too far. I don't. But that's when I start watching something else. That's when I start watching something else. It's just like cars. I like to watch male and female mechanics. Okay, believe it or not, there are a lot of female mechanics on social media, right? I like to watch mechanics do their things like with their cars and stuff. I like to watch car restorations. I like to watch things like that. So if you find yourself kind of getting like bored with the things that you watch, just change up what you watch. Switch up what you watch. I love to watch women and men restore cars, right? I like to watch the family channels, the couples channels. And I really like, I don't care what nobody else feels about it, but I like watching interracial couples, right? Because it's hard enough maintaining relationships as it is. So it's really interesting to see them and the way they maintain their relationship, which should be just like anybody else. But a lot of times they face certain obstacles that other people don't face in their relationships, simply because they're in an interracial relationship, right? So I like to watch stuff like that. I like to watch all of it. So I like to watch, I won't say all, but a lot. I like to watch a lot of different stuff. Commentary, comedy, kind of like those real life channels. You know, those real life channels as far as like kind of like those mystery channels, things like that. Family channels. And family channels who we really interact with on here, like for instance the Ronaldo family. I like to watch stuff like that. I like to look at the channels that share a lot of news with us. So I like to watch a lot of different stuff. The couples channel, there's so much to watch, it's so much to do. I just like watching people be different, be original, be the same but yet different, if that makes sense. I'll go to watch 3 or 4 people that restore cars, but they all have their different way of doing it. So I'll sit there and watch them for hours. I'll go watch 2 or 3 cooking channels. They have so many ways that are similar, but they have so many ways that are different. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. So find a way to entertain yourself without bringing extra stress into your life, okay? Try to find a way to entertain yourself without bringing extra stress into your life. If any platform is bringing you stress, don't go to that platform. If anybody is bringing stress to your platform, kick them out. Kick them out of there for as much as you can, you know, because a lot of times the people that bring the most stress, they'll find other ways to just have people stressed out. So I like to say, if you go to a platform, go to enjoy yourself. Go, not necessarily to make friends, just go to be polite to the host, polite to everybody in the chat, and to enjoy yourself, okay? Go to enjoy yourself. Go and don't have poor intent on your mind. Don't have malice within when you're going to somebody else's channel, right? Go to enjoy yourself. And look, if you don't like the channel, why go? Why go? Why go? If you don't like the channel, don't go. If you don't like the platform, the social media platform, don't go. I was talking to somebody yesterday. There's a particular social media platform, and it's not YouTube. It's another one. They said they were done with it. They're not going. They don't appreciate the way it's run and those in charge. They're not going anymore. It's simple as that. So if you find yourself in a misery lounge or in any lounge, any spot, any place that you don't like, what do I tell you guys to do? Grab your grip and go. G-Y-G-A-G. Grab your grip and go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Preserve your mental health. Okay? Preserve your mental health. Preserve your thought processes. You know, Sometimes you can go into certain places, and those places can change your whole way of thinking. It sounds funny, and some people, if you catch this live or the live replay, you may say, how can you lose your thought processes by going into another place? Let me tell you, it's possible. It's very, very possible. People will lose their own thought processes. People can have other people's thought processes, can set up inside of someone else and cause that person to think a totally different way. And sometimes now, to me, that's something that they've left themselves open to. That's something that they've left themselves open to. Nobody should be able to change your thought processes, especially if they're good, right? Now, we can have debates and talk about the things that we disagree on, and maybe someone can enlighten you to something that you didn't know, and that allows you to change your thought process. But when it comes to negativity, when it comes to crazy, wild things, bad things, never let another person allow you to change your thought process. It's kind of like when your parents send you to school and they say, well, why aren't you and Elizabeth friends anymore? And you tell your parents that Sally and Tina aren't friends with Elizabeth. So now you're not friends with Elizabeth. So you let Sally and Tina change your thought processes regarding someone who's done nothing to you. So don't ever let other people negatively, I'll say that, negatively change your thought processes, your way of thinking, what you like, what you dislike, what you think is wrong, or what you feel is right. Sometimes I've seen people know that something is wrong, right? But if enough of their counterparts, enough of their peers tell them no, that wrong is right, guess what? Hey, lovely Samara. Hey, Lions and Chat, how are y'all? We're doing good, Samara. How are you? Thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. I've seen a lot of adults, full-grown adults, right? 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And you know, as people get older, they say that people are set in their ways, right? That can be true for many people, but you guys will be amazed at how many people at whatever age will allow other people to manipulate their minds, manipulate their thought processes, and cause them to think in a different way. And again, I say, if they're causing you to think in a different way and it's good, then good, right? If it's kind of neutral, it's kind of good. But if it's in a bad way, that's what I'm talking about. Never let someone manipulate you into feeling bad or badly about yourself or anyone else. That's something that we learn through going to grade school. You carry it into junior high, or some people say middle school. And you carry it into high school. You carry that into college. You carry that into adulthood, on the job, in the church, in your civic organizations, in any organizations that you're a part of. Don't allow someone else to change your thought processes as it relates to anything, especially if they're trying to change it and lead you into a negative direction. I believe it's always room to change, but have the negative Nancy's away from you. Exactly, lovely Samara. Right. There's always room to change, because sometimes you're enlightened to information that you didn't know, or sometimes it may not even be, it could be things that you know about, but when someone tells you a personal story or a personal story that they may have heard, it may not even be them, and then they sit down, they really tell you about it. They don't have to give you every single detail, but they could just really talk to you about it or explain it to you. Even if you don't Even if you still don't feel as strongly about it as they did, once you get more information, once you're privy to more of what went on, you may change your mind and think, wow. My thing is, it's okay for your mind to change. You know, it's okay. It's even okay to be led by someone who is willing to be led themselves. Because see, I don't want to be around somebody I got everything they say, I got to do it. Everything they say, I got to do it. When I say something, it's knocked down. They never follow me. I follow them, but they don't follow me. So when people say that they aren't followers, I get that. But in every society, in every phase of time, there have been leaders, there have been followers, there have been people who are both. You're welcome to come to my birthday party at CMA's next week. If you like, you're more than welcome. If you want to come live. Thank you, Shawanda. Is it going to be on your birthday? Is it on the 11th? I will definitely come through there. What is today? Today is the 7th. Your birthday is Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday. 8, 9, 10, 11. So is it going to, if it's out, I'll make sure to come through, Shawanda. I appreciate you for inviting me. I will definitely be coming through there and hanging out with y'all during your birthday. And let me know what time if you, my birthday is on, okay. Do you know about what time he's going to have it? Because I'll make sure to put it in my own phone. I'll put it in my phone. So yes, never let somebody negatively change your mind, right? And never follow someone so much that when it's their time to follow you, they won't. But you got to make sure that you're right too. You know, we say make sure that we're careful of those that we follow. You got to be careful of those that you follow. You got to be careful of those that you lead. You have some people who are neither. They just do their own thing. They just do their own thing. And those are the ones who I respect the most. Okay. Now, yeah, I have to talk to him to see what time. Okay, let me know. And hopefully by the time I go live again, you'll know. But if not, anywhere between then, you'll know. And I'll just be looking out for it Wednesday. I'm subscribed and I got all on his notifications, so I should be able to see it. And I'll just check throughout the day. I'll be checking throughout the day. So yes, y'all, you know, some people are meant to be leaders. Some people are meant to be followers. And some people are meant to be neither. They're meant to be solo dolo. I don't believe in following unless it's somebody I truly know. I'm not going to follow someone I've never met. I'm not going to follow someone that I've never met. Now, when it comes to things like politics, sports, I mean, most people kind of follow what they like, or they follow those who have the same, whose thoughts, beliefs, and ways of thinking, living align with their own. So, you know, that's a little different. If you're a part of, whenever you're talking about stuff like politics, sports, religion, you tend to, I won't even say follow, you tend to align with those people, because there will still be some differences, and there will still be some things that your Christian neighbor or your Muslim neighbor may believe, your Jewish neighbor, your Methodist neighbor, whoever it is, your Baptist neighbor, that you don't believe. There'll be some things that you won't align with and you won't per se go for, or that you won't be against. So just be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. Y'all hear those birds? I haven't asked y'all that in a long time because they've been quiet. Y'all, they have been quiet. But listen to the birds. Listen to the birds. Listen to the birds. And I hit the wrong thing, ended my live earlier, y'all, but the lady was asking me about my neighbor. And I saw a second neighbor that said that she saw her today and that she, to her knowledge is okay. So I didn't go knock at the door. I know I started the live saying I would knock at her door, but I didn't knock at her door because she saw her earlier. And actually earlier wasn't that long ago because I just saw the mailman. And she said that she saw her go to the mailbox. She saw her go to the mailbox. So that's good. I don't want to knock on the door. And then if she doesn't answer, I'm going to feel like she just doesn't feel like it because her family have keys. So they just go in. I'm going to feel like she just doesn't feel like it. But I don't want to have that uneasy feeling that of wondering, does she hear me? And I also don't want to knock and then she try to come to the door either. So I'm going to walk for about, it's not that late. No wonder it's not getting dark. I got started earlier, even though I had to start over. I'm going to walk for about 5 more minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what I always say. Watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Look at the feet and legs move. Okay? Check out my shorts channel. Check out some of my weather videos. I love ocean sounds. They're my favorite. I used to have 2-hour lives up with ocean and rain sounds. But I took those down because you only need about 30 minutes. You only need about 30 minutes to put it on loop before you're asleep. Now, someone who's awake doesn't want to hear that looping over and over again. But if you're someone who you sleep well, you just have a little trouble getting to sleep, after about 30 minutes, you're okay. You're probably falling off and catching some Z's. So you just let your device run, letting that battery run, even if it's plugged up. So I'm a shorts channel, y'all. Y'all know I like animals. I like walking. I like all things variety. How does that sound? All things variety. How about a variety of things, right? I like a variety of things. So you are bound to find anything on that shorts table. And listen, don't get it twisted. We try to eat healthy over here, as healthy as possible. But we do indulge in that chocolate chip. Y'all know I like chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip ice cream, chocolate chip cookies. But a lot of food that you see me post, I don't eat it. A lot of stuff that you see me post, I don't eat it. A lot of the stuff that you see me post, I eat it. All right? Whatever you do, do what works for you, do what's right for you. There are so many things that we're doing that's similar. And that being said, that being the case, if someone is doing if a million people are doing the exact same thing, put your own twist and spin on it. That's what I'm about, originality. My parents, grandparents, great-grandparents taught me that anything you do in life, somebody has done before. Somebody will do. Somebody is doing it at the same time that you're doing it. Somebody is doing something that you thought you never saw anybody else do. So always make sure that you put your own spin on it. Give it your stamp. Give it your label. Give it your stamp. Give it your label. So watch the legs move. There's nothing wrong with cardiovascular aerobic activity 7 days a week. Strive for 5 if you don't want to do 7. Make sure you get you some weight, some resistance weight training in. The stronger those muscles are, the longer you'll be able to do your cardiovascular, your aerobic activity. Take you deep breaths in and out before and after, during your workout. You always want to start with what? Stretching, and end with stretching. Stretch throughout the exercise if you need to, right? Right? And don't miss the stretching, right? Stretch, warm up, get that heart ready to work. Warm up is basically, it could just be walking. Warming up can be walking. Okay, it can be getting on your bicycle. But you're gonna go a little bit slower than you're gonna ease your way into the workout. So when you're warming up and you're getting that heart rate up and ready to work, you may be on the elliptical. Incline a little bit, if you can, if that's safe for you, or just flat walk it. Gradually get that heart rate up for about 5 minutes. Then go into your workout. All right. Then you're gonna cool down, start to get that heart rate back down to resting heart rate, which is the heart rate that you have when you're sitting still, maybe watching TV. Get it down to as normal as possible. That's your cool down. And then you want to stretch again to wrap things up. Okay? Stretch again to wrap things up. It's not complicated. It's not hard. But we have to give the disclaimers over here because your words, your messages, the things that you say, they're disseminated. And you may not see but 2 or 3 people over here. But you never know who will see the replay. You never know who will catch the replay. So you want to make sure that anything that you do or say, especially if you are licensed, if you are certified, if you are registered, if you have been medically, professionally educated, trained, clinically, that you use those professional disclaimers, right? Never do anything that you don't tell someone else. Never tell someone to do something that you wouldn't do, right? You're telling people to go get their checkups and to check with their doctor. Make sure that you're doing the same. Because when people hear you say that and then you turn around and say you don't like to go to the doctor, like, what message is that sending? What message is that sending? What message is that sending? Don't repeat the things that you've heard other people say to other people. That goes on a lot. Just hear what you hear. Take the nuggets that people drop, because we just drop nuggets. Light education, we drop nuggets. You guys drop nuggets. We pick those nuggets up. We research them. And we take them to our doctors. We take them to our healthcare team. We take them to our therapists. You know, your exercise isn't just for your physical health and fitness and well-being. It's for your mental, your emotional, your spiritual health, fitness, and well-being as well. It's for all of that. It is for all of that. Exercising, whatever form you may, whether it's your resistance weight training, whether it's your cardiovascular aerobic activities, hopefully, whatever the goal is, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's just to get outside, you know, and to get away, to have some time to yourself. A lot of people use their time that they exercise as time to themselves. So whatever it is, focus on it being something that helps you physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Okay? And just remember, I know that a lot of people can't have all of the healthcare staff that they may need, like the psychologists, the psychiatrists, and things like that. But when you feel like you need those things, talk to your primary healthcare provider and allow them to refer you, steer you in the right direction. Refer you and steer you into the right direction. Allow them to do that. And look, if you feel like you're not getting what you need from your healthcare provider, research, change, talk with someone else. There's nothing wrong with talking to someone else. There's nothing wrong with talking to someone else. So y'all know what I always say, right? My warm-up is my appetizer. My workout is my entree. My cool down is my dessert. So we come over here almost every day and we walk and talk in Lions Pride. I missed 2 days because it's the holiday season, y'all. And I be moving, okay? We still keep it moving. We keep it moving, keep moving consistently, persistently, out and about. I know a lot of people shop online. I don't do that as much. I do it more than I used to. But when it's the holiday season, I like to get out. Yes, being out around a lot of people can be a headache. It can be a headache. But sometimes it can be good. Sometimes it can be good. I see the animal control, y'all. I see the animal control. I don't know what's going on. But I'm glad I'm about done. I don't have to come back this way. Because I see animal control. And animal control just pulled up. So I don't know what's going on at the house where I see animal control. And it's not pest control. It's not pest control. It's animal control. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah. we ain't going over there. And we ain't coming back around this way. And I thank each and every one of you guys for joining the live. Those who come in and say hello faithfully, like Shawanda, Catherine with friends. Thank Aries B for coming through here. Lovely Samara comes through here. She comes through here. San Jose May, Riley. Riley changed the name. I love the new name. I see it, Riley. I see it. And Shawanda, of course. And we're going to have a celebration on Wednesday, y'all. Okay? Because it's Shawanda's birthday. Again, check my community wall. And leave her a cash app if you like. Happy birthday to all the people in December who are having birthdays. All right? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Drop a few dollars over there in Shawanda's cash app. I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Shawanda supports a lot of people. A lot of people. And I've never seen her be anything but nice and kind to people. I've never seen her be anything but nice and kind to people. So please, please, please go over there and check out my community wall. I will drop it again because I think it's been a few days, so it may be down in the post. So I will put it in there again. And please, please, please support her if you would like. I would appreciate it. And as I always say, y'all, don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let bothered people bother you. I'm sure you got enough going on that you don't need extra stuff, right? From people that you don't know or that you barely know. You don't need a lot of the stuff that people put on you that's unnecessary, who you know, right? You don't need that. But at least you know them. Maybe you've grown up with them. Maybe it's family and friends. You know them. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. All right? Don't let stressed people stress you out. If you find yourself in a misery lounge, in a misery place, a place of misery, a spot of misery, a location of misery on social media, try your best to remove yourself from that lounge, that spot, that place, that platform. Try your best to remove yourself. Try your best to remove yourself. And if you find all of that negativity in your space, remove it. Remove it. Try your best to remove it. It's sad that people can't just be people, just be people. People always want to talk about what the rights that they have. People always want to talk about the rights that they have to do the things that they do to people, no matter how negative they are. So utilize your right, okay? Utilize your right to try to find a more suitable place for you to be on social media when you find yourself in one of those places that aren't so suitable. You guys know I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity. Why? Because without peace, there is chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Anywhere chaos and negativity live, roam, hold hands with each other, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I'm not going to say that you won't prosper, but if you allow the chaos and negativity to greatly affect your mind, remember those thought processes we talked about earlier? I'm not going to say that you won't prosper, but you want to make sure that you're able to prosper to your fullest potential, right? We're going to keep moving as this traffic goes by. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, right? And remember, start with stretching, end with stretching. As a part of your workout, begin your workout with stretching. Begin your warm-up with stretching. Take those deep breaths in and out. In and out. Take those deep breaths in and out at the beginning. Stop and do so in the middle and at the end. Just like you're stretching. You want to start with stretching, end with stretching. And if at any time during your workout you start to tighten up, stretch those muscles again. Stretch those muscles again. All right? Stretch those muscles again. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And finish up your workout. Finish your workout. Y'all know we like the R words, right? There are a lot of good R words. I think every alphabet has positive and negative words. R is one of those letters that it has a lot of positive words, but it also has some negative words. But we like to stick with the positive ones, right? Such as relaxation. Relax when you need to, right? Rest, relax, release, relate to the things that you can relate to. Resolve the things that you can resolve, right? Remember the bad that you've gone through, and remember the good that you've gone through, and remember how to find your way back to the good whenever you see that you're in a bad place, right? Sometimes we have to reset. Before we reset, we got to refocus. We have to remember, refocus, reestablish. Sometimes you have to reestablish who you are or reestablish things about you. Revisit. You have to revisit places, revisit people, revisit things. Sometimes you have to revisit memories, good, bad, and different. Regroup, right? And restart. Regroup and restart. See, there are a lot of positive R words. A lot of them. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of good S words. Remember we used to talk about the S words? Self, right? Self itself is a good S word. Self-control, self-esteem, self-importance, self-regulate. You can take self and make it a prefix to a lot of words. Selfishness, right? When we think selfish, we tend to think negatively, but to be selfish is not always a negative thing. You need to be selfish sometimes when it comes to you and your family and those who are close to you. Sometimes it takes being selfish to reset, to rejuvenate, to remind yourself of the things that you need to do, the things that you used to do, the things that you don't want to do anymore, and the things that you enjoy doing. Hey, Stefan, what's going on, bro? Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Self-control. See, self is a prefix to a lot of, it's a hyphenated self. Look, you take self and a hyphen, and you can come up with a lot of words that are beneficial to you, that are beneficial for you. You take self and a hyphen. Self-awareness, self-love, self-conditioning, self-restraint, self-control. See? Selfish, selfishness. And you can come up with a lot of good words that you can use to work for you, that work for your good. Now, those words that work for your bad, leave them where they are. Leave them where they are. Mike and his vape box. Yeah, we gotta talk about that before I get off and stuff. You caught me just in time. I was wondering, I didn't know if Local was still live. I figured if Local was still live, you were probably still in the live. I stayed over there from the beginning to most of it, through most of it. I'm not sure if she's just ending, but I probably left like an hour ago, so I'm sure she ended at least maybe 30 minutes or so ago. But yeah, Mike, what? Wait, hold on. What did he buy that car with? Did he buy it with the 30,000? Because you remember Dominique got 30,000 from um, the bougie agent. Well, not him, from his nephew. He got 30. She got 30,000, and then he gave the chain. So did he take that whole 30,000? Is that what he bought the car with? Because I'm thinking the car was more expensive than $30,000. Wasn't that car more expensive than 30? Mike driving around in the same car that the what's that the fly lawyer. Mike driving around in the fly lawyer's car. Except Mike's is white. So what did he buy? Mike got a little money somewhere. I think what Mike did, I think he took that 30,000. Which, did Dominique even keep any of that for herself? Who knows? Mike is doing dumb. He really is, Stefan. Because I'm like, hold up. Did he get, okay. He still had the chain on. When he went to Rose's house, he still had the chain on. So, where did he get the rest of the money from for the car? Because Dominique only gave him 30,000. And she should have kept some of that for herself. Mike is her client. well, her partner. Mike is her partner. Did you see his reaction when the realtor came? Now, what if Dominique had gotten back with him? And that would have been the first thing she saw, was him eyeing the realtor up and down. When that realtor came with his cousin, he was trying all he could to get the number. I said, look, see, they really make me mad with the way they set a lot of the men up. Jay messed up, right? Jay messed up. Okay. And through everything he's done, he's tried to get back right. Tried to do right with Ernestine. Only for her to keep running her clueless dingbat self over there, dealing with a man who clearly feels like they're not on the same page. She continues to run over there. She continues to talk junk to Jay, be smart mouth with Jay, and keep running in behind the man. Listen, I mean, and James is so stupid. He's asking his girlfriend, did she do it? What if she did? Like, Ernestine broke the law. Right, nobody in good relationships. Ernestine did wrong, and she knew that was wrong. She knew at the beginning it could cost her job. She had said it could cost her job. So I really don't understand what does she gain out of knowing who told on her. James knows it was his girlfriend. The girlfriend knows it. She can't get in trouble. She cannot get in trouble for reporting you. She reported you. The people, they feel like she did her civic duty. Right, Stefan, because both of them are about as dumb as I don't know what. She needs to go back with Mike. And Mike, Mike wasn't that into Shayla. Because if he was, I don't know, maybe that's why he running around here buying cars. I don't know. People respond differently, but I don't think he was that into Shayla. He told everybody, oh, she broke up with me. And then it was like, that was it. I think, because you remember, he wanted to break up with Shayla at first anyway. When he found out she didn't know who her child's father was, Mike wanted to break up with Shayla. So I don't think he was really devastated. I think he's going to end up with Sonny or the realtor. Because anybody can get Mike into a bed. Like, anybody can get Mike into a bed. Anybody. And Ernestine, anybody can get her into a bed. And I mean, she tried to call Amber out on all the stuff that they know about each other, talking about why you playing the cousin card now. That is her cousin, Ernestine, her blood cousin. You are her cousin-in-law. So, yeah. And even though she saw Amber flirt with some guy, or the guy flirt with Amber, guess what? Amber didn't mess around with the guy. She didn't mess around with the guy. Now, And I don't really have, like, a lot of people, they trash Amber in the comments when she gives advice. Amber messed up, but Amber did seem to learn from her mistake. As far as it comes to still cheating around and stuff, since she married Anthony, she hasn't cheated on him. Yeah, she cheated the morning of. She cheated up until the morning of. And I can understand Anthony having some resentment still about that. But why he didn't just admit that to begin with? He's just not telling Dalen that maybe he never forgave Amber. Well, if you never forgave her, when she came and pulled you up out of Rose's house, you should have let her know that you didn't forgive her. Like, I cannot stand Anthony, and I cannot stand the fact that they're trying to act like Shayla is that one to make him feel. Shayla just doesn't know. I mean, she's so dumbed down. So when you talk about Amber and Shayla, Amber is more sophisticated. Doesn't mean she's better. Nobody's better than anybody, but she's more sophisticated. She's more Anthony Speed. Doesn't mean that they're meant to be together forever. And it doesn't mean that he can't be with Shayla. But for him to sit there and say Shayla makes him feel this and makes him feel that, watch. Shayla keeps trying to make you be Mr. Dalton again. He gonna start looking at Shayla like she ain't good enough. Shayla's so stupid. Like, the writers are so stupid. If Anthony wants to feel like the old Anthony, sophisticated, stern, strict businessman, think about it. He's gonna eventually need that type of energy from a woman. He ain't gonna want you, Shayla, baby or no baby. He's not gonna want you because you're dingy. You don't act that smart. And then the way they had her taking his measurements, it was so stupid. It was so stupid. That was so stupid. People just tired of the storyline. Right, they better, exactly. Yeah, they keep saying that Amber is writing it. And I'm like, what is she trying to do? Keep herself with a job? I'm like, girl, you could have, look, Amber could have finished that storyline and decided you're going to be with Anthony or not. Let him be with Shayla. And you move on to another storyline. Like, what? I mean, finish it up already. He just saying that because he don't want side chick dating. Exactly. Because Shayla just don't know. He's still Mr. Dalton. More than she thinks. He's still Mr. Dalton. He got you to stop dating another man, yet he's still married. He got you to stop dating another man, yet he's still married. And he had said one word about leaving Amber. Yeah, he looks like right now, sometimes the way he looks at Amber is like he doesn't like her. Like he's just done with it. Like he's tired of her. But he only does that in order to be able to continue to have his cake and eat it too. I don't think he really wants to divorce Amber. I don't think Anthony wants to divorce Amber. I think he does have some resentment about the Wayne thing. But if that was the case, he had more feelings for Ro than Shayla. The only difference now is that Shayla has a baby. Brenda got a baby. That's the only difference now. Shayla has a baby. So Anthony was more into Ro, I feel, than he is into Shayla. And that's the only difference. He has a baby with Shayla. He doesn't want another man raising his baby. He can't raise him the way he would like to because then the secret will be out. But at the same time, he's telling her what she needs to hear. Does he have feelings for Shayla? I think he does. I think he has feelings for her, but I don't think he's in love with Shayla. I don't even think he's in love with Amber. I think he loves Amber more than he loves Shayla. But Shayla is that side piece, and she's that willing side piece. You know how, like, it's like, I'm not a man, but I've seen many situations where men have a side piece, right? And that side piece is rambunctious. She wants you to do what she say. She cause trouble. She make threats to call your wife. She do this when you make her mad. She act up, right? Then you have another type of side piece where they can be your wife's best friend. And they get a little mad from time to time. But all you got to do is spend a little money, take them out on a boat, and give them a little and then they good. They in order, right? So that's what he likes. He likes being able to have two families. He sure does, Stefan. He definitely likes to do that. Yep, he likes to break up people's relationships. Well, she got the money from Anthony. He brought the own, exactly. He brought his own outfits. Shayla don't work. All of her money comes from him. At this point, all of Shayla's money comes from him. All of it. And he's so stupid. Like the story is written so wrong. Like where else did she get the money from? Her daddy ain't paying for it. And honestly, I think her daddy gonna be the one to bust. I think her daddy's gonna be the one to bust. Because her daddy knows that her mama ain't no good. He knows that she does slick, shady stuff. We see that with the way they interact with each other now. He knows that she does slick, shady stuff. And he sees Shayla growing up to be, well, she's grown up to be just like her mama. He sees that Shayla has grown up to be just like his wife. And I don't think he likes that. And who knows? Shayla may not be his daughter. You know, I saw people say something about that. Like, he probably rolling with it right now because Shayla ain't even his daughter. And if you look at Shayla, it's so funny how, I don't know if those are her parents for real. I think some people on there have relationships for real and some don't. But I don't know if they are hers for real. But notice they haven't been showing her sister. It's like the sister is totally different. And honestly, the dad is somewhat different. Now, the dad did, to me, he seemed like he was kind of like a gold digger too. But I think the dad just likes being around successful men. I don't think he liked that stuff. I know he doesn't like that stuff that Shayla did. And her mama, I don't think her mama likes it either, but her mama will roll with it because she probably did the same thing. So her daddy, if Anthony could have been single and had been Shayla's child's father, I think he would be good with it. But that whole you doing this to your best friend thing, and now you hiding the fact that y'all got a baby, I don't think her dad is really with that. Yeah, she cheated on Anthony if they get in a relationship because when he gets, you're right, when he gets broke, she's gonna leave. And when he gets broke, her mama gonna tell her to leave. So at first I was thinking that the dad was kind of like the mom. But that dad knows that mom is hot and fast too. Because he didn't appreciate Anthony being there so much when he comes home. Especially that time that Shayla wasn't there. So Shayla is just like her mama. I think that's what that's given. She's just like her mama. Maybe they didn't do the exact same thing, but I don't put it past her mama to have cheated. And maybe he questioned if he was Shayla's father. It's a mess. It's a hot, dirty mess. And I'm just tired of it. And if Amber can't be trying to go to Hollywood and write for nobody. Because if she is, this ain't it. Ain't nobody gonna hire you when you don't even know how to carry a storyline and then wrap it up. She doesn't even know how to carry her storyline and wrap it up. It's crazy. It's given that she wants to be a writer and she can come up with an idea, but she can't carry it through and wrap it up. Like, finish it up. We could be into so much. By the time she wraps it up, Shayla is going to be taking another pregnancy test. Shayla's going to be taking another pregnancy test. The viewers are going to be like, just put her and Anthony together and give Amber somebody else. And be done with it. Be done with it. Put Amber with somebody else. Wrap up Shayla and Anthony. Just let them, put them in a pretty bow. And as soon as his money ever runs out, or as soon as he gets bored, or as soon as he starts to like take her places and she doesn't know how to carry herself, because he's back to being Mr. Anthony Dalton, the high class executive, then he's going to be done with her. Then Shayla going to be just like Wayne. 2, 3 babies. And ain't even with Anthony. Me neither, Stefan. Me neither. I'm tired of them. It's like that day when I saw, sometimes just reading the title is enough. Like that day I saw when she was measuring him for the suit. The only reason I watched it is because I had watched all the other ones. And that was the only one I hadn't watched. It was like the title told, and I'm like, why did I click on this? Because she looked so stupid, fake measuring him from wrist to wrist across his. I was like, oh my God, give me a break. Like, give us a break. It's crazy. Give us a break. I'm just so tired of them. I'm just tired of them. Give us a break. Shoot. Get to some real writing. And again, Amber, if Amber is doing the writing, like I believe she is, because everybody says it, she is bad. She's bad at it. And I think she's doing it to keep herself like in the main storyline. But that storyline was getting so many views at first, like a year ago, throughout the last year. But these past few months, everybody's just over it. It seemed like it took Shayla a whole year to have a baby. Now that she has the babies are almost 6 months. That's crazy. She ain't getting no job in Hollywood. Tyler Perry ain't calling her over there in Atlanta. 50 Cent ain't calling her over there in Louisiana. And I thought that would be the goal, to show these people you know how to write. It's just oh my, I wish, you know what? I wish they would have like I wish somebody would do like a Country Wayne viewers express their thoughts kind of thing. Country Wayne viewers tell all. And all we'll tell is how sick and tired we are of Amber. And see, but if it had to boil down to that, which that's what it's boiled down to, nobody's just officially done it. It's like nobody's gonna watch y'all anymore. We'll watch the skits, but not theirs. Like I'm more into DC, Sarah, and Erica, especially since there's a new guy that's liking Erica. I'm more into that. I'm more into Bethany. That everything that happens wraps up except this. I'm more into Bethany and Crystal and all that, and what's going to happen with that. Because I'm wondering what's going to happen, because nobody's saying anything about the gummy bear. Yeah, they see those comments stuff on, bro. They see those comments. Nobody's saying anything about the gummy bear. So yeah, it's all about Crystal and Bethany and the fight. But what about the gummy bear? So I'm waiting to see that. D and Tamara and the pastor, I'm waiting to see what's going to go down with that, because I honestly think that the pastor may have gotten that girl pregnant. And then she's going to go running back to D, and D might take her back and he might not. I'm curious to see D's father more. They hadn't shown his father in a while, so I want to see that stuff. I'm so tired of Mike. It's kind of good to see Mike single, if they let him stay single for a while. If he's going to date, just let him date. Because I'm talking about anybody can get Mike to go to bed with them. Anybody. And Dominique, I was kind of rooting for her and Mike a little bit, until, because she told them to make sure that Shayla didn't go on the trip. Right? After she faked it like, oh, I'm all good with her going. So then she told them not to make sure that she doesn't go. So now all of a sudden, is she backing off Mike now because she's talking to the new guy? Is that why she kind of backing off of Mike now? And they know Mike and Dominique slept together. It ain't nowhere in the world they got in their bed and didn't sleep together. Not with Mike. Not with Mike couldn't even let Shayla heal up from her pregnancy. And now they want us to believe that Mike and Dominique in Korea slept together in the same bed and nothing happened. I just want to know if she's pregnant. I know that's right, bro. Me too. I just want to know if she's pregnant too. Yep, I want to know too. Well, I'm about to get off here, y'all. I'm about to get off this stuff. I've been on here an hour and 18 minutes. It doesn't even seem like it. Because you know we have a good time when you come on and we start talking about that mess. When we start talking about that, we have a good time. So I'm about to get off of here. Again, I already wished you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity, and y'all already know why. So tomorrow is Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And I hope you continue to have a wonderful weekend and get ready for a new week. But thank you, bro, for coming through here. It was always great talking to you. You know I appreciate you. I hope you guys continue having a wonderful weekend. If your weekend started off kind of shaky, look, get it together. Get it together, okay? Get it together. And I will see you guys, if it's the Lord's will, tomorrow on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lines Pride. I don't know, I might not. I got an event. I have an event to go to tomorrow. So it just depends on if it's dark or not. If it's dark, when I'm done, I'll see you guys Monday. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So y'all have a wonderful night and a wonderful rest of your weekend. And thank you for joining me over here in Lions Pride. Let's walk and talk. Bye, y'all.